Would you like to own your own multi-property portfolio and be financially free, living off the passive income it produces? Or perhaps you'd like to buy some buy-to-lets to supplement your current income. Or perhaps you just want to invest in property to help with your pension, or to build a legacy to leave to your children. Perhaps you're worrying about how you're going to pay off the mortgage on your home. Or perhaps you just like the idea of having more cash and more income and more freedom. Whatever your reasons for wanting to buy and invest in property, I can help you, so please keep watching. It took me literally 5 years of trial and error and much wasted time, money and effort to discover how to do property investing properly. But the result is a simple system, which I'll show you and which you can use so that you can buy without having to worry about running out of cash, and you can use to assemble a portfolio of any size you wish. I now have a sizable property portfolio which easily pays me enough passive income to be financially free. And I know you can do this as well, and I'll show you how you can get hold of the system and implement it in a moment. This will literally save you the years of wasted time, effort and money that I had to go through, so that you can achieve far more than I did and far more quickly. When I first started investing for myself, I bought £2 million worth of property in my first 4 years, and that was with starting from scratch and with none of my own money. Looking at the market now, there are many similarities to when I first started, and many experts agree that if you want to be financially free using property, now is the best time in years in which to buy. And if the experts are right, this means that this is the perfect opportunity for you to do the same as I did and put together your own multi-million-pound property portfolio, should you want to. The techniques and strategies I used still work just as well today, and in fact, I'm using them to buy even more property. And you can do the same. Whether you want a large portfolio or just a few properties, you can tap into and use my experience and knowledge and achieve your property goals far more quickly and easily than I did. But you might be thinking, why do I need help? Why can't I just go out and buy some property? Good question, but let me ask you a question in return. If buy-to-let and property investing is so easy, why do so many get it so wrong? I meet a lot of people who jump into investing, but who just don't get it right. I'm often surprised when people will commit to spending such large amounts of money, but spurn the chance of learning the best way to do it first. And any old property won't do, but sadly many investors just end up buying a house around the corner because it's handy to manage, or we got it at 5% off the asking price, or it's a nice house in a nice area. I'm sure you get the idea, but the point is, unless you know what you're trying to achieve, have the right strategy to achieve what you're trying to achieve, and by using property investing fundamentals, you will always be at risk of making a very costly mistake. Believe me, I've seen it happen far too many times. Many investors ignore or don't understand these basic truths and principles, and far from being financially free in property, end up stressed and struggling to make it all work. And I haven't even got into the point that many people think that buying a buy-to-let investment is like buying their own home. It isn't. Buying an investment property isn't anything like buying your own home, but many investors treat them both the same. Big mistake. There's a fundamental truth about property investing which I discovered in my role as a consultant, and which explains why some investors make it, while the majority don't. And it's this. Anyone can buy a property, but not everyone buys the properties that are right for them. The good news is, I'm going to show you how you can put together your own portfolio and how you can easily avoid all of these mistakes, and many others, so that you can buy the properties that are right for you. Having built my own property portfolio from scratch, and starting with virtually none of my own money, I've constructed my very own course in a book, all in one easy to absorb volume, although it is big, 178 pages of A4, so that you can have all the information you need at your fingertips. I've called it the Successful Property Investor's Strategy Workshop, and in it I tell the story of how I built my portfolio, and I'll show you exactly how you can do the same. It's not rocket science, anyone can do this, but you have to go about it in the right way. Learning from someone who's already done it is by far the best way to guarantee your success, and indeed, you can copy my model if you want to. And that's why I'll show you everything I did, both right and wrong. Right, so that you can copy what I did, and wrong, so that you can avoid my mistakes and make much more progress than I did, and far more quickly. I've even included real-life examples of actual properties I've bought, so you can see how it all works in practice and witness just how it's working for me and how it'll work for you. It took me years of trial and error to learn all of this, so let me save you time and money and a lot of sleepless nights and help you to reduce your risk by tapping into my over 30 years of experience. In the Successful Property Investors Strategy Workshop, I'll show you, and these are just a taster, how I went from being broke with a limited income and virtually no savings, and within 4 years owned cash-flowing properties worth £2 million, and how you can do the same. Everything I did right so that you can copy my model for success. How you can learn from my mistakes and save yourself a lot of time, effort and money by avoiding the things that don't work. How virtually anyone can build a portfolio of multiple properties producing thousands of pounds in income and hundreds of thousands of pounds in equity. How ordinary people like you and me can be successful property investors. Why absolutely anyone can buy a property, but how to ensure you buy the property that is right for you. How to discover the strategy that's perfectly right for you, and then plan for property success accordingly. How to choose the right properties for your strategy, where to find them, how to finance them, what to do with them once you've bought them to make sure that you don't run out of cash, and how to keep on buying until you achieve your income goals. And loads more. In fact, this list hardly does the book justice. It's got so much good information in it, based on my real-life experience of how it really works. I could go on and on. There's a lot of extremely valuable content I could tell you about, but I think you get the idea. It tells you what I did and everything you need to know so that you can do it too. And I know that the information in the Successful Property Investors Strategy Workshop is of immense value to all property investors. All I'm ever interested in is value for money, and that applies whether I'm buying, especially property, but also whether I'm selling. The Successful Property Investors Strategy Workshop is available as an ebook for you to download now and print off, or to read on your tablet or Kindle or PC or e-reader for only £29.97. Or, if you prefer, it's also available as a hard copy as a manual in a 4-ring binder for only £49.97. Plus, as a special bonus, when you order now, I'll give you these 2 great free special bonuses, both worth £49.97 each, as a free gift from me. Free bonus number 1 is how to always get the best finance for your property deals, which is an MP3 recording of an interview in which I grill one of the UK's top experts on buy-to-let finance and how to get it. It's so full of great information that I've considered selling it as a separate product for £49.97, but I'll send you a copy free when you order your copy of the Successful Property Investors Strategy Workshop. Free bonus number 2 is the top 14 most common property facts, an MP3 recording in which I'll answer the questions I'm always asked, and which is stuffed full of tips, techniques and strategies which will be of immense value to you. And naturally, there's a full 60-day, no-quibble, money-back guarantee of complete satisfaction, which I trust you won't need, but it's there anyway, so there's really nothing for you to risk when you order. So please order your copy now, and you can soon be on your way to starting your own highly profitable property portfolio and securing your financial freedom. So grab your copy of the Successful Property Investors Strategy Workshop by clicking the Order Now button below. And here's to successful property investing. And don't forget, when you order, you'll get these 2 free bonuses. Free bonus number 1, how to always get the best finance for your property deals, an MP3 recording in which I grill a top UK expert on how to get buy-to-let finance. And free bonus number 2, the 14 top common property facts, an MP3 recording of the questions I'm always asked, which will be full of tips, techniques and strategies of immense value to you. So grab your copy of the Successful Property Investors Strategy Workshop by clicking the order button now, and here's to successful property investing.